going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with breaking news, hot off the press. It looked like Lexie Hall will be questionable tonight in a shocking turn of events. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Las Vegas. Let's get it. Let's go. And getting right down to business, man, it did not take long to piss the fans off again. I don't know what the hell the Indiana Fever is doing in practice, but they ain't practicing right, bruh. I am truly convinced whatever they doing in practice is not working because another damn player is hurt in practice. And you wonder why your boy John the Liquidator said we need to get Sandy Bordello immediately. I mean, they need to be hitting her line right now. Stephanie White is starting to look incompetent of conducting practice. I just got to keep it 100 on this one, dog, because what happened first? Damsters went down, hurt. Caitlin Clark allegedly got hurt with the ankle during practice. Now we got Lexie Hall questionable with a back injury? What the hell? When did this happen? Lexie Hall was getting battered by Asia Wilson, but for her to have a back injury this late, close to the game, she spoke to the media earlier. We'd heard nothing about this. Bruh, this is looking real freaking spooky. This is what they had to say. Let's pull it up right now. Chloe Peterson stated, Lexie Hall is questionable tonight in a late update injury report. Hall was wearing a back stabilizer, during shoot around today and this morning, but she seemed normal. And she also talked about the game viewership, which I kind of really don't care about that, but it did 1.4 million views, which, whatever. But let's get back to business. And the business being, how the hell do these players keep getting hurt in practice, bro? That's the elephant in the room. And as soon as I get back to my studio, I'm finna cook up Chef Boyardee. I ain't playing. Hands, legs, feet, and toes is finna get applied to all of this action with the Indiana Fever coaching staff, bro. This is starting to look extremely bad. I mean, really, really bad at this point. Interview, guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Now, I talked about this during the offseason, and that is Stephanie White giving these damn interviews. Now, she had, gave it a pause for a minute when the season starts, so I'll give her that. But look like she's back ramping up them interviews because she just appeared on another podcast talking about the hottest story next to the Sandy Bordello story is, will Caitlin Clark make an impact and come back for the 2024 season? What it has been like kind of coaching Caitlin through this whole process, because we know Caitlin Clark has never been hurt prior to this. I'm blaming Indy. I'm sorry. I just got to put my blame on Indy, the reason why Caitlin is hurt. But that's neither here or there. Now, there is large speculation that Caitlin Clark could be coming back due to a WNBA loophole. If you guys have not seen that video, I highly recommend you guys go check it out. I got it on the channel. It's a lit one. Now, Stephanie White made an appearance on Let's Talk About It or something. I mean, no, in case you missed it. That was the name of the show. In case you missed it. So in this show, she talks about Caitlin Clark and her injury, Aaliyah Boston, and so on and so forth. So with all of that being said, let's give this a listen real quick. So this is the podcast, in case you missed it, where Stephanie White gave her interview. Let's give it a listen, man, right now.
And it's been a roller coaster. I mean, as someone who's had multiple injuries, like, I can say that it's hard being away from the team, and it's hard not doing what you love to do. But what I've absolutely been so proud of her for is her continuing to pour into her teammates. I mean, she is the number one cheerleader on the sideline. She continues to be engaged in everything that we do, talking to her teammates, communicating what she sees to them, communicating what she sees to us, being a cheerleader for them, talking in huddles. It sucks when you're not able to play, but you also can gain a different perspective when you're watching from the sidelines. See it a little bit more from a coach's perspective, from a coach's point of view. And I don't doubt that Caitlin Clark is always hungry, but you are hungrier when you're not able to participate. And I think this season, has she's regained a new perspective, a different perspective. We have been able to watch her navigate that in the classy, mature way that she does everything else. And I have just continued to be impressed by how she pours into and leads this team.
As a coach, you've been able to work with lots of generational talent. I mean, Tamika Catchings, Alyssa Thomas, now Caitlin Clark. Is there any similarities that you see through in terms of a through line with some of these generational type of players?
I think first and foremost, they are incredibly competitive. The most competitive players on the team. There's no doubt. They refuse to lose. They want to win everything, whether it's a drill, a half court shot, the ball game, whatever it is. The willingness to do all the things that it takes to do that. I think the other thing is just the way that there's a work ethic and there's a work style, right? Like you can be in the gym for a long time and get very little accomplished, or you can be in the gym from a purposeful standpoint and get so much accomplished. And the way that they work, how purposeful they are in everything that they do, not taking plays off, not taking possessions off, not taking workouts off. It matters. It matters. And that's a separator. Every player in the WNBA is an elite talent and a great player. And what separates the best of the best is that work style as much as their work ethic and their commitment to being the best that they can be every single day. And that competitive spirit, competitive fire.
I want to dive into the playoffs. You said your win of the week was stealing one in Vegas in game one. What impressed you the most about your team in game one?
Now, this is what I wanted to hear her thoughts about the team.
Our discipline on the defensive end of the floor. No, we didn't do everything perfectly, but we played with multiple levels of effort. We stayed disciplined and defended without fouling, which was going to be a key for us. We have to keep Vegas off the free throw line, and we have to stay disciplined in terms of our coverages and our point of attacks. And you cannot give a team like Vegas all three areas: that's scoring in the paint, scoring from the 3-point line, and scoring from the free throw line. And we were able to neutralize a couple of those areas. And that's what we have to do. So I was really pleased with our defensive execution and our defensive discipline.
Yeah. And A'ja Wilson went 6 for 22 in that game. How do you prepare for a player like A'ja Wilson in the Aces? How do you prepare for a group like that?
I mean, I think the biggest thing is, she's the best player in the world. You're not going to take away what she does best. She missed a lot of shots that she typically makes. We just have to try to keep her off balance and try to make her shots as tough as possible. I think AB was quoted as saying, "I just tried to be annoying," and that's it. I mean, you just have to try to make it as difficult as possible. She's gonna do what she does best. There's a reason she is a 4-time MVP of this league. But we can't allow A'ja Wilson to go off and then allow them to get, multiple 3-point field goals for everybody else on the roster, and then allow them to get to the free throw line. And they are at their best when that ball is moving. It is pinging. They are sharing the basketball. So we have to try to be disciplined enough to force them to play off the bounce, to force them to hit tough twos, to make them be individual playmakers, as opposed to consistently putting us in rotation and getting exactly what they want on the offensive end.
A lot of the headlines called the Fever the underdogs when it comes to, semifinals matchup. Do you guys view yourselves as underdogs in this point of the season?
I don't think we really view ourselves as anything other than just wanting to go out and to compete every single day. We don't listen to the outside noise. We keep our locker room very insulated. We know what we're capable of, and every single day we want to compete to the best of our ability to compete to our standard, which is to be relentless, which is to be disciplined, which is to play hard and put one another in positions to be successful. And when you do those things, you give yourselves opportunities to win. And so, it doesn't matter if we're considered the underdog, if we're considered the favorite, we want to approach it the same way. So we try not to get caught up in all of that. We try to just show up to work every single day and play hard for each other, continue to put one another in positions to be successful. And when we do that and we give ourselves every opportunity, we can be proud of that every time we step on and off the floor.
I feel like the through line for a lot of W players this season, players like Veronica Burton and Elena Smith, has been like right team, right timing, right system.
That's all I'm going to listen to, guys. But as you guys can see, Stephanie White back giving them interviews, dog. Get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about this, bro. Keep them bells on, and definitely let me know if y'all think Caitlin Clark going to come back. I don't know, man. I hope she do figure out a way to make her way back to the court. But as of right now, we don't know, man. I feel as if they need to try to get Sandy Bordello. Stephanie White, granted, she's overachieving right now. We all can admit that she definitely is. But I feel as if they need to figure out a way to get Sandy Bordello, bro. In any shape, form, or fashion. Sandy Bordello, bro. Can't go wrong there. But guys, definitely let me know your thoughts about this. Keep them bells on. I will be back with another one. And until next time, dog, shake the damn haters off. I'm out of here, bro. Peace out.